Hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading that deals with your ability to manifest. It is a God-given gift. We have it right from the moment we're born. We do kind of play with it a little bit through our lives. Most of the time, subconsciously, we're not totally aware that we're manifesting. Sometimes we do it consciously. When we do that, we have to worry about doing it too much. You know, you get the idea, well, boy, I just got to pound away. If it's what I'm manifesting, I got to keep focused on the idea. I got to keep focused on the idea. And in doing so, you block it. Reason you block it, and there may be others than what I'm going to suggest at this point, but the reason that you block it is you are stopping your subconscious mind from doing its thing. As best we know at this point, you use all of your brain. For one reason or another, you use all of your brain. About 98% of the energy is spent covering your subconscious. That's the thing that allows you to kind of get yourself into a meditation while driving, and you get to your destination without being consciously aware of it. That's because your subconscious handles your breathing, your digestion, controls your immune system. All this stuff that's going on that keeps you alive at this very moment is controlled by your subconscious. That's why 98% of your mental power is spent in the subconscious or with the subconscious. 2% conscious mind. That's why it's hard to do two things at once. And three things, unless you are specifically trained, and that takes a while, three things is virtually impossible for most of us. Two things become difficult. Trying to have a conversation with two different people at the same time, man, it just gets to be too nuts, right? However, if you allow your subconscious mind to do its thing, you got that 98% of the brain capacity at work for you. So when it comes to manifesting, you don't push it. You just form the picture in your head, in your mind, taste it, feel it, hear it, touch it. Well, feeling and touching are the same thing, but you get the idea. You got to get the whole picture, the whole experience, and then let it go. That will allow your subconscious, which is much, much more powerful than your conscious mind, obviously 98% to 2%, it allows it to begin to put the parts and pieces together. Now, periodically, it's a good idea to revisit that experience. Okay? Once a day is enough, maybe at night before you go to bed. I like to meditate before I go to bed, helps me sleep, and that's a time where I can attempt to manifest if I'm so inclined. You could do it in the morning. You pick a time once a day just to kind of refresh that experience. And it doesn't have to take long, just a minute or so. Not a big deal. Because you want to take that energy and get it out of the conscious mind, get it into the subconscious, and let that work behind the scenes. Something we're not good at. So with this daily reading, and I do a brand new reading every day, 365. Holidays and all that doesn't make any difference. I am here to serve you. I am here to inspire you. I am here to help you create the pictures in your head, not on a screen. It's important for you to create the pictures in your head because they're more powerful that way. Whole bunch of reasons, won't get into it right now. But that's what I'm here to do, to inspire you. While I am thinking about it, conscious mind stuff, YouTube has made some modifications in their requirements. So I would ask you, please subscribe and like if you gain anything from this reading. If you appreciate picking up some additional information that'll help you live. It's maybe not just the energy I'll be talking about today, but maybe something I say along the way that will help you. Subscribe and like. We'll let the folks at YouTube knowing a language they can understand. He has more and more people paying attention to him, so we're gonna stick with him. So if you can do that, I would very much appreciate it. Like, subscribe, of course. Okay, now moving on. So what I do is in preparing your subconscious, to getting you to work with your subconscious, there are no distractions. All you have is the 5 cards on the screen. That's it. No activity, no motion, no anything. A lot of people just close their eyes and listen, get into kind of a theta meditation state, hook into their subconscious. So with these 5 cards, we'll get an energy signature. More often than not, they will not resonate with you powerfully. They may resonate, but it just won't be one of those things that just kind of knocks you out, just goes, wow, this is fabulous. You'll get that every so often. But for the most part, my effort is to inspire you. So that every day, hopefully there's at least one thing that I say that gets you thinking in a way that you haven't thought of before, or some piece of information that you didn't know before. And that helps with the inspiration, and that helps with the manifesting. So we have the 5 cards on the screen here. The middle card is the Oracle card. Today it's exchanging gifts. Now, because this is a manifesting kind of reading, we don't interpret the tarot the same as you would do in a regular tarot reading. And in fact, I try to really ground these readings into making them clear. By the end of the reading, you're not going to be confused. You're going to be very clear in terms of what the energy is and then how you can apply it to your life. And I always keep in mind what we are going through as a world. I don't want to get hairy-fairy. I don't want to get fantasy-oriented. Down to earth. Very clear, very focused. Also, it makes it a tough listen for some people because they want to live in the fantasy. And then they bitch about their reality. I want people who are focused on, okay, this is what's going on in the world. How do I navigate? How do I develop my manifesting abilities? Well, this is how we do it. The 5 cards, no interference. It's just the 5 cards. With today's Oracle card being exchanging gifts. So, what does that mean, exchanging gifts? Because we're talking about manifesting, we're talking largely about you and your personal experience. So I would look at it another way. I would call it instant karma. What you put out comes back. Right? Exchange of gifts, what you put out comes back. Card, or the numbers up in the upper right-hand corner are 2 and 7. 2 is making a decision. 7 is, it's a mental process. Could be a spiritual process. It's underground. It's very deep. Kind of pulling data together, pulling information together. So you're making a decision with the 2 and the 7 to look at some aspect of your belief system, and the 2 and 7 together equal 9. You're getting ready to wrap up a period. You're probably getting ready to make some adjustments or changes in the way you think or feel about something. It will have a profound effect, although it might not be obvious at the beginning. But when we're talking about exchanging gifts, like I said, it's instant karma. What you give out, you get back. And that ties in with the meme for today. Negativity is contagious. Unhappiness is contagious. Fear is contagious. But you know what? So is happiness. So is optimism. So is love. Surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you and strive to be a reflection of that energy that you hope to receive. And that's the whole point to manifesting. Everything in our lives begins with us. You're looking for love, then love yourself. And we're not talking narcissism. We're talking about an appreciation, evaluation of yourself that makes you a better human being. And in so doing, that frequency will attract the people who bring out optimism and love and happiness to you. It's like the old-fashioned radios where you had to tune the dial to the radio station. When you found the right frequency, you got your radio station. That's what you're doing with manifesting. You're tuning the frequency of life, looking for the people that bring happiness, optimism, and love. Because it's contagious. It's an exchange. You have it, you give it. They have it, you receive it. And so we begin with the reading all the way to the left, two of Pentacles. Pentacles are things that we value. We have a tendency of making our values very cheap, very superficial. New car, new shoes, new clothes, new job, more money. All that doesn't matter. What does matter are the memories, are the connections. And when you get right down to it, the single most important thing in your life is your time. You can make money and lose money several times in a lifetime. You can be rich and poor several times in a lifetime. You can be sick and healthy several times in a lifetime. But you never get time back. Stop and think, but we work 40, 60, 50, 60 hours or more a week chasing that dollar, keeping ourselves in debt. And even if we're making money, that's 40, 60, some people 80 hours a week of their life they're never going to get back again. And in the end, it won't matter a damn bit because they're just chasing money. Your time is the one thing that once spent never gets replenished. You don't get more time. Get more money, get more health, get more things, but you never get more time. And how much time you have, that's the crapshoot. That's the roll of the dice. So your value system has to reflect the value of your time on this planet. That's why you need to get into an exchange of gifts. So you get happiness, optimism, love, and you give that out. That exchange is what's valuable. Now, the next card is in reverse. It is the Hermit, searching for wisdom, searching for insight, searching for the information that's not obvious. Really what it is tapping into your subconscious. That 98% of your mind that is a reservoir of tremendous amount of information, all sorts of good things. That will help with your decision in terms of your value system. And we go across the way. Two of Wands. Wands are positivity, excitement, gratitude, enthusiasm. It's that joy of life. It's not happiness, it's joy. Joy is much deeper than happiness. Happiness comes and goes. Joy lingers. It's more satisfying. And we see here with the two of Wands, there's a decision to be made in terms of how you see your life. Where do you see you? How do you see your life changing? I mean, we know that you have to change your value system, the two. We know that you're in the process of doing that right now, figuring out with the Hermit card in reverse, what exactly is it that I need to do? And the Two of Wands says, what do I need to do to find that good place? And then finally, we got the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles says, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. I know I'm headed in the right direction. I know I need to find what's valuable to me. I've been told all my life what's valuable, but what is truly valuable for me? Exchange of gifts with yourself. Put out the happiness, the optimism, the love, and you will attract similar people. That's the exchange of gifts, and it all begins with you. Like everything else in life, it all begins with you. You choose. Get your values set so that you know what's important to you, and then start to manifest. Work in the subconscious, and watch what comes back. Nice stuff. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifested Tarot reading. Between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings.